Freddie Mercury's death by AIDS. Who he was. Singer and songwriter and musician Freddie Mercury was born Faro Balsera on September 5, 1946, in Zanzibar, Tanzania, also known as Africa. As the frontman of Queen, Freddie Mercury was one of the most talented and innovative singers of the rock era. He spent time in a boarding school in Bombay, India, where he studied piano. Even though he didn't like normal school, he was more of a musician instead of a learner of like English, math, and such things like that. What is AIDS? It is a disease in which there is a severe loss of the body's cellular immunity, greatly lowering the resistance to infection and malignancy. So basically meaning that your entire immune system shuts down, so you can easily get sick in diseases that you normally would be able to resist due to your cellular immunity. Now I'm going to show you the pictures of the beginning of his career and when he was at the end, close to his death. As you see, this is him in the beginning of his career. You can see his complexion is normal, his expression is fine, and his hair is long, normal, and you can see he's wearing a dress because he wasn't scared to show who he was, which is also what I'm going to get into next. This is one of the last picture was taken before he passed. As you can see, his hair is shorter, he has no facial hair, and his skin is like pale even with the lighting. Who knew about his AIDS disease? No one but Freddie knew for sure about his illness, and only his doctors knew. He didn't tell no one because he didn't want people to see him differently. On his last day on Earth, he released to the public his condition. There was no funeral held, only a private cremation. So basically, yeah, only his doctors knew, but people only assumed that he had AIDS, but didn't know the real truth. Even one of his best friends didn't even know, but he assumed, and even asked him, which Freddie, denied it because he's not going to tell him. These are some of his last words of Freddie Mercury. I felt it correct to keep this information private to date in order to protect the privacy of those around me, Mr. Mercury said in a statement on Saturday. However, the time has now come for my friends and fans around the world to know the truth, and I hope that everyone will join with me, my doctors and all those worldwide, in the fight against this terrible disease. This was in the New York Times, November 25th, 1991, the day after his death. But this basically means that he wants to fight against AIDS. He basically was battling with it the entire time, and there's no cure. He contracted some disease in his lungs, I believe, but I didn't get to look into that too much. These are some of Queen's greatest hits. Bohemian Rhapsody, which is one of my favorites. Another one, Bites the Dust, is one of those rock songs, along with We Will Rock You, those are like those get your game face on songs. And those Killer Queen, Somebody Love, which another favorite. And then there's We Are the Champions, which is another rock song. And then The Crazy Thing About Love was also a good song. And I know I'm not presenting this in front of the class, so this portion is really nothing special. So if you have any questions, Mr. Thorn, let me know. And that's it.